Hello, we are back again for some reason. Oh wait, no, what am I hearing? I can hear the live stream in my ears. I was wondering what that noise was. Hello everyone, how is we doing today? Hi Delta, good to see you. Hi Robert, hi Uma, hi Wade, hi Pixie, hi Oliver. Pixie's lurking in both streams, we love to see it. Thank you so much for joining me today, guys. Folks, we are continuing our challenge from last week. If you remember last week, we were going through the Illustrator foundations. So, last week we created a character looking at the shape basics, and this time we've got something a little bit different, but before we get started, I have a little favor to ask of you. I hope everyone's doing well. First and foremost, if you haven't already, because we have lots of creative challenges going on throughout the entire week, if you're joining a Illustrator one or a motion one, or an animation one, there are links below to join the creative challenge. You'll get a link to the creative challenge every time it comes up. You can see down here where you've got the links to the streams that I've done. You can watch the video, you can join the community, upload your own challenges, and you can also download the files. There are files for this stream as well. Oh, Pixie's got pancakes. I am jealous. I am very jealous. Okay, so let's get into what we're doing today. As the stream suggests, we are working through colors today. Not color theory, but how to use color in Adobe Illustrator. So this is what we made last time. And what we are going to do using color is turn that character portrait we made into a poster. And once we've got the poster, we're going to start adding color. Now, you've got a couple of ways you can do this. You can do this manually, which is this version here, or there are a couple of other presets and cool tools where you completely change the way the image looks, and it does it in a uniform way, which is really, really cool. So I'm very excited to show you guys how we're going to do that one today. So how does that sound? Of course, there'll be chances to ask any questions, and I can fill you in on anything that you might need to know. But before we get started playing around with color, because I am going to need some suggestions from you guys for color suggestions, I'll take you through the fundamentals of the tools that we're going to be using that you might want to explore with. Hey, Alessandra. Thank you. I had fun coloring this one in, making myself a little movie poster. The Streamer, Stormy Jazzy, Adobe Live, Learn in Illustrator. Every Tuesday. We have fun here. Okay, so let's get into it. Can you see my screen? I believe you can. Wonderful. Alright, so this is the poster I've got so far. I've left the character uncolored because I'm going to show you the different ways you can start coloring things. See, there was a reason why I told you to leave your character black and white in the last stream. You remember? Hi Marvin from Vancouver. I have not been to Vancouver yet. It's definitely on my travel list. Is it cold where you are? Do you have good food? Hope you have good food. If you have good food, then I'll visit. Anyway, so one of the few ways you can do it, and there's quite a few, we'll start with the color panel. So you see this panel here? You might be familiar with it. It affects, rather, the color picker here. You can either do it by double clicking the foreground color or the stroke color, and you can either click and manually drag, and you can choose a color from there, going from more saturated to darker, lighter, and all of those types, or you can type them in manually, or I think it's the hex code, if you know it, which can be useful sometimes if you've got a specific branding color, or you could just click and drag. So why don't we do that with the top? With the top selected, I can double click on the foreground color and I can just drag. And that is one very easy way that you can color. You have quite a lot of control over it here. You can slide the sliders up and down. That is a really nasty color. How did I end up over there? No. You need the the hex code. Thank you, CJ. Yes, there are starter files there. I will let you guys know exactly what I've got in there, but you can go dive in there already if you want. Are you streaming on multiple platforms, Stormy? I am, Delta. So hello to everyone on YouTube and hello to everyone from Behance as well. So there are 2 chats going. So if I miss you, then please be patient. I will get there. Anyway, so we will go with a top this color. Why not? Why not? So that's the first one. The second one is the color guide. So if I double click here, and by the way, if at any point you cannot find these because I've customized my workspace here, if you go up to window, you can find all of the panels that I'm using. So I've got color guide, layers, and whatever else have you. So if you can't find something, chances are it's there. You can just go and click it and you will be fine. So with the color guide, this one is quite cool because whatever base color you choose, it gives you a couple of options that are either complementary, monochromatic, shades of, and it can be a really useful tool if, like me, you're not great at color theory. So let's give this a go. With the top color we've got selected here, I'm gonna select some pants this time. I want some colors that are complementary to the top. Why not? So we'll go with complementary 2, and it's giving us a couple of tints and shades here. I'm going pink for some reason. And if you just click on any of these colors, it automatically colors in the object you've got colored down there. Bear in mind, this is all being done with the foreground color. We can do this with the stroke as well if you just click on the stroke, and then you can also select a color and that will change that there, but that's not what I want. So I'm going to do Control Z and go back. I'm not really feeling these colors, so I'm going to hit the drop down arrow again and then click on... Ooh, it's giving me kind of pirate vibes and I'm not entirely sure why. Thank you, Pixie. Anytime I do something cute, I imagine my sister because she is the cute one in the family. Next, we've got swatches. So we've got these ones down here. The swatches are kind of like presets. These colors will be, well, they're already set in Illustrator, but you can go to the libraries menu, which is this little book thing that I'm hovering over. If you click on it, it opens up a couple more presets. So you've got things from like art history, color books, different properties, foods. Let's have a look at ice cream, because if you know my streams, somehow we always end up on the topic of food. So we'll go to ice cream, and it opens up a whole nother set of swatches based on ice cream, and I'm not entirely sure what flavors these are. I'm guessing that's like pistachio, that green color. Shall we color the belts? Oh, actually no, let's do the headscarf that color. So with the foreground color selected, I'll click on the green. We've got a pistachio headband. Oh, why not? I love the outfit, by the way. Thank you. Oh, it's not ready to download yet? Well, it will be ready to download shortly. The cheat sheet that I've made, will be in there. But I'll add some more. But if you check on my Adobe stream, yeah, actually on my Behance page, I will upload files there as well. So you can download them there if you can't find them by the end of the stream. So we've got that. Oh, that brings us nicely to another way that you can add color. So you might be familiar with this tool, which is called the eyedropper tool. Now the eyedropper tool allows you to do more than just choose color. It allows you to select attributes as well. So let me give you an example. With the other leg selected, I can actually grab the band. So I can select the foreground and the stroke color. So in the instance where I select something that doesn't have a stroke, it removes the stroke completely. So it takes the attributes of it as well. So if ever you select something and it's completely removed everything and you don't want it to do that, what you need to do is hold down the shift key and it will only fill in whichever one is in the foreground, whether that's the fill color or the stroke. So that's a useful way around that. So if you were to color pick from a photo, for example, because it's just going to register as a fill color rather than a stroke color, it's going to completely remove it. But if you just wanted that, hold down the shift key and that gets around that if you want to maintain your stroke. But of course, I can still select it, anything else, which I want to select the other leg. There is another cool function with the eyedropper tool. Now, if you have the item selected that you want to take the color from, hold down press I for the eyedropper tool. And if you see, when I hit Alt, the eyedropper tool changes slightly. So instead of taking the attributes, you can push it onto another shape. So, for example, this is my skin color. So I want my arms to be the same color. So instead of having to click on the shape and then go back and click there and then go to the next shape, I can just have the base one that I want, hold Alt, and it will push it to the next shapes that I select, which is a really, really cool feature. Because believe me, when I first started using Illustrator, going backwards and forwards that way, it's long. And there are so many useful quality of life features. If you spend a little time, well, this is what you're here doing with me. I'm going to show you. Hi, Penny. How are you? Nice new icon. What icon? Is there a new icon? Where? Where's the icon? Oh, previous link was... Thank you, CJ. Thank you for fixing that. Okay, so let's move on to the next way you can get to color. Now, I've mentioned this on my previous streams before. It is one of my favorite ways to select color because I like using references for color a lot. So the next way is through libraries. Now, I've mentioned Adobe Color before, which is an Adobe website. If you go on there, you can actually search through a whole set of color themes, like I've done here. I previously went and searched for Valentine's Day, Starry Night Sky, or that's in Chinese characters and I can't read that, but I searched for summer. And what that means is that it selects a whole range of colors for you to use, which can be really useful again for palettes and things. So I want a gold buckle, which I can use from there. And again, if you save it into your library, that goes across all of your Adobe programs, everything in the Creative Suite. So you could use it in Photoshop, Illustrator, After Effects, which is great for keeping a uniform and consistent branding image. What didn't you know, Z? Hi, Jakes. How are you? Is it the Alt click on the eyedropper tool? It's such a good tool, right? What color should this belt be? Any suggestions for the belt color, guys? My internet friends. I was not ready. Hi, Jack. I feel like it's going to be a type of black, maybe not super dark. So I'm going to go back to the color guides here. Oh, by the way, it doesn't just have, purple lilac. Ooh, okay. Well, this kind of looks like a lilac. We'll click on this one. I actually love it. I'm going to make the turtleneck the same color. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. Okay, let's fill in the hair color as well. And that will take us She kind of got purple hair. I like it. We'll stick with that. Having that selected, I'm going to hold Alt, push it to the fringe, and that's our color done. But we're not done yet. There are some more features I can show you. Hey, Arby. For gold colors, just go to libraries and metals. That is a great tip as well. There are a whole bunch of preset colors as well that you can explore. So if you don't know how you want to color something, you can always search through the presets. But even more so, if you decided you're finished and you're not quite feeling it, I'll show you something else you can do. So with the whole thing selected, not you, don't want you, the rest of it, with all of those selected, I'm going to go down to this recolor function. So it's this color wheel just underneath the color guide here. And what that does is what you saw earlier in my examples, is it recolors the whole document in a uniform way, moving all of the colors. So you can do some custom presets. You can change the colors on your own. Like if I click on this one, Brights here, which I actually really like. This kind of gives me like Saturday morning cartoon vibes, or like a cute book you might find at the library. I absolutely love it so much. It does look like a cute little flyer, right? But we don't stop there. There's even more. So this is a relatively new feature in Adobe Illustrator called the Generative recolor. So if I click on it, you can see here it gives me some sample prompts, but we can type in something ourselves. I mentioned that I'm kind of dying for summer at the moment, so let's type in summer beach and see what comes up. Give it a minute, and it's given us some color options here, and the cool thing about it is it's given us some previews of what the actual project would look like. So I can just click on anyone and it will automatically recolor it. Isn't that cool? And it's not just sort of random colors. I'm sure you guys you folks have in the past messed around with like Control I and kind of inverting colors and the weird things that happens with that, but this does it in such a smart way that it's not visually off-putting to look at. I really like it. Crazy mushroom colors. Let's try mushrooms. Crazy mushroom. See what colors it gives us for crazy mushroom. Oh, well, those are some very bright. I actually kind of like this one. I actually really like this one. You know what it reminds me of? Those American Sweets nerds. That really bright color. I actually really like that. Generative recolor doing the heavy lifting. Well, hey, I did the initial work and then it took over. But yes, it's a really cool tool. If you need to make alternative versions, or just want to have a little fun and see what else can be done with it. I actually really like this. Let's oh, and you can actually change some more functions yourself, scrolling around, and it keeps everything kind of... Oh, I actually like this one as well. I'm getting carried away here. I'm actually supposed to be doing something. Hold on. So that is all the ways, well, not all of the ways, there are some more which I'll let you explore yourself, that you can color and recolor different parts of your image. So with that done, let's start a little bit more from scratch using what we've learned. So I've got another poster style here, so let's color that together in the next, what, 5 minutes? I think we can do it. Throw me some colors out there, guys. It does look like the Nerds candy, yeah. It'd be awesome if Photoshop gets it at some point. I would love that. I think that'd be awesome. I think it's fun to play around with too. Oh, that is the wrong layer. But once I actually locked the layer properly, but I've locked the wrong layer, so I can't get to it. So let's get some colors going. First of all, let's do some skin colors. I'm going to use the swatches. Apparently, I guess I'm chocolate ice cream, so we'll go with that. Why not? Why not? Green. I hear green. Okay, we're going to use green for my top then. Green top. Green top. Let's search. What happens if I write green? Does anything come up? No. Actually. Oh, you know what I should search for? Let's go find a green and then we'll set the base color and we'll go from there. Monochromatic. This green kind of reminds me of my mum. She loves wearing green colors. And then I want something a little bit darker to match, so we'll go using the same shades from that same base color. We'll go with that. We'll use Alt and the eyedropper tool to push the skin color to the other shapes. Oh, hang on. Excuse you. Ah, there we go. I pressed the wrong button. Ah. All of my clothes are black. I don't think you'll be able to see much if I make all my clothes black. Give me another color. Pink? Pink. What could be pink? Oh my gosh, that's not the color I meant to make my face. Okay, pink. Oh, there's a nice pink down there in my library. We're gonna select pink for my pants. Green top, pink pants. What else have we got? Camo nature. Hi, Antoine. Camo. Okay, so I'm guessing that's going to be more on the green spectrum. We have only got like 5 minutes left, so let's see. Oh, I see a brown here, so that's going to be our belt color. Yep. And then this one. So if ever you're stuck for color, you have so many places to go to take inspiration from, even from photos like this. So never feel stuck. You've always got some options. Blue. I see blue. Okay, blue is going to be the headdress. Oh, blue hair. Oh, okay, blue hair it is. I used to have blue hair in secondary school and uni actually, so this is kind of fitting. Great. We'll choose a background color. I actually kind of like that. We'll change some of these. Cobalt blue. I'm hearing more blues. Okay, we'll put a dark, a cobalt. What color is cobalt blue exactly? Oh, I think that's sort of blue. Okay, we'll put that down there. We'll put a lighter one here. Oh, all of these are on the same shade. Oh, this, by the way, this also works for text. So if you have text and you need to change the color, it works exactly the same way, but text would technically be a fill color rather than a stroke color, so just bear that in mind. Love your artwork. Can we maybe ask for it and try to color it ourselves watching your tutorial? Absolutely, Jake. I will make sure I send this forward so you guys can try, so you folks can try and color it yourselves, and I will upload it to my Behance page as well. I would love to see what you guys come up with, so let me know. Thank you, Pixie. All right, so let's this is an awful looking poster. I have no doubt that you will be able to do better than me, so I'm looking forward to that. Hey, Drevin. Doing good, thank you. Okay, I kind of like this. Shall we go and see what the generative recolor gives us? I'm quite curious. So clicking on this little icon down here, we will go to generative recolor and see. I kind of want to see what trippy disco lights look like. So many variants for the Stormy cartoon, right? Oh, look at that one. I actually kind of like that. The skin's a little bit too pink. Maybe this one. It's not too bad. Not too bad. I quite like what it's come up with here. Oh my goodness. Thanks for the storm, just in case you get cut off. I'm doing okay for time. I got like 1 minute, but thank you for the prompt. So let's have a quick recap, guys. As we discussed, we are making a film poster today, but you should have this cheat sheet ready for you to download. So everything I went through, you will have prompts and reminders there, so you'll be able to see everything that we've done. Thank you, guys. Thank you lots so much for hanging out with me. And I will see you guys next week. But stick around. We've got a lot more streams coming up today. Bye bye.